Now, we were going to be talking about OPPT. I've heard from, shoot, maybe 10 people have sent me emails or Facebook messages or something, or mentioned it in a conversation about OPPT. And I still have no idea what it is.
Okay. When I discovered it, I was like really like, oh, this is it. That is like how I get into it. I was really like because I hear from somebody else who was already talking about it and explain it and everything. So I try to jump in it, and it is very difficult to understand. It is, yeah, you don't get it. You have to be, I don't know what you have to be exactly, but the people who jump in it is the mostly people who not really wake up since long time. I mean, I'm aware of what is happening since 20 years. I read the Bloodline of Illuminati 20 years ago, and I think that that guy is just nuts. You had him also, Fritz Springmeier, on your show, and the people who are jumping on OPPT, they first have no idea about law, and they are not really awakened, and that is a huge problem. For me, it was a huge problem because from the beginning, I just ask questions all the time. I'm really curious. I want to know everything. I want to know how it happened. I want to know where it comes from, and blah 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 blah. So just to explain OPPT in a few words, OPPT is a trust, a bond, and three people, three trustees, they declare that everything is in that trust. All people, whole humanity, whole nature, and even the creator is in that trust. In a UCC trust, in that, yeah. UCC is commercial law, 100% commercial law. You have that is the most lowest law you can have in the whole system we have today. So they declare all corporations illegal. They say the BIS bank, all the Federal Reserve and all that thing and stuff is illegal. That is not working anymore, and we will shut down with over that OPPT. We will make full disclosure, and everything is coming back to the people. That is the main idea how they try to push it through. Now, the problem is, if all humanity, nature, and even the creator is in a trust, a trust is a piece of paper. No values, no rights, nothing. So, if we are going really into that, you can bring down the corporation. I believe that. I think it will take very long time, but you can take down the corporation. Now, who owns the corporation? They are sovereign. They are sovereign. They have sovereign passports. Also to know that it's not only Switzerland who is sovereign, but the whole Vatican, all the City of London, all Washington DC is sovereign state. And there are private people. Private people are sovereign people. That means everybody is sovereign, by the way. That if we talk about sovereign, it's just about the legal case we have on this world. We are not sovereign anymore. By the way, everybody can check in his passport. There is a P, and that P means pauper. That means poor guy, impotent, slave. That is the P in the passport. But just by the way. But back to the OPPT. Now the thing is, they ask people to subscribe, to use their tools, to use their paper. And contracting in UCC law, you don't need a signature. That is very important to know for the people. In UCC law, you just need your agreement. You just need to say, I'm opt-in, I'm free, and everything in capital letters, and boom, the contract is done. And what this really means, that means you are contracted now to that trust. You lose all your citizen right, everything, fully 100%. Today, Every time we are working with the authorities, police or the judge, we have to give our consent all the time, each time. But with this OPPT, everybody give away his land, his thing and everything, and put everything in that trust. That is how it's happening, because the trust is empty for the moment. So if the people are opting in, and again, what I'm saying about OPPT is just like the last 2 months I study OPPT. We also create a group that is facebook.com/OnePeoplesPublicTruth and not One People's Public Trust, because trust and truth is something completely different. A trust is really a bond and a piece of paper, a value. Now what is happening? If everybody agree to that OPPT in that trust, then the corporation own us all in once. The corporation itself is down. We have chaos completely, and that is the goal what they want to do. Well, also what is to know that is 7076. That is the number of that trust, and they say that was creation of America, not Constitution of Freedom or Revolution.
Declaration of Independence.
Thank you. But it's not that. It's the year of the creation of the Illuminati. And
on May the 1st, I believe, according to the records, which is internationally renowned as a satanic holiday, which incidentally is World Socialism Day. Like work, nice. It's called Workers' Day. It's called Workers' Day.
Workers' Day, yes, Slave Day. Perfect. And if you take 7076 plus 13, the lovely number of the Illuminati, you come to the French Revolution. And French Revolution was triggered exactly what they do now. They want to create whole chaos out of everything and take down the whole corporation and everything. And we are just straight away in the FEMA camps and in all that shit. And that's why also the Swiss people are just kept well, not that well like me, because if not I would not talk out like that. But the most of the people you talk around even about simple stuff, not even big, no, it's not possible. And always what the people say is, no, the government would not do that to us, and we would see it on the TV. Well, so back to the OPPT. The thing is that this trust is talking about very weird stuff in different interviews, because I have to say I read a lot of these documents, I hear a lot of these radio shows. We are really investigating what is happening. I would like to come back a little bit later once in your show, even if it's just for a little bit, because I'm investigating fully now. I even contacted the guy who made this declaration to take down the whole thing, because it comes back to Switzerland, with the guy who is in Panama, who is searched by Interpol, who was not in Switzerland since 40 years, and he put his fingerprint on the main document of that OPPT. So investigation is on, and it's very interesting what is happening. But I would just say to the people to know what is UCC law. That is very important, that they get the main information what UCC law is and how UCC law function. That is the main thing, is very important. And secondly, in UCC law, you don't need a signature to contract. You just need your consent. And when the people are writing on their, because OPPT is asking that the people are putting their picture on their website with their name on it. And if the people don't see that, it's so obvious. And a lot of logos, if you turn them around, you have pyramids inside. You have stuff. It is very crucial that that this thing is coming now up. And so many people get catched in that. Mostly people are coming from religions, and they have to believe in something, and they believe in OPPT, because we are getting tricked out with that One People's Public Truth because we was named trolls. We just was asking questions on OPPT in. That is all. We just ask how this can function, how this can function, and the corporation will not. It's not possible to take with UCC law the corporations. You can take them down, but not the sovereign, the owner, the puppet master of the puppets. You can take the puppets down, but the puppet master will be the same, and they will own everything in once. And that sounds very much New World Order for me.
So you think that there's a possibility that OPPT might actually be a sort of a way to capture those people who understand how the system and how it's meant to try and own everybody and deceive them by getting them to consent to everything being owned by the New World Order. Is that about right?
Yeah, it is. It's very tricky because it sounds really like the revelation and the corporation come down and the new world will coming and shifting into the fifth dimension, and they take off all the new age. And even if you check the new age, what is really who is what and where and who is saying what. For me personally, it is the manipulators are the most manipulated. That is for me a very important point, because I think even the ones who are in that OPPT, they don't see what is really going on. They are used. I see that they are really used for something, and that they, if you check a little bit the background of all these people, they are not what they are trying to say what they are. And that, or even in the interviews, if you listen to that stuff, and so many people ask so many questions, and they cannot answer. I was in the beginning. I sent to Lisa. I was in email contact with Lisa. She answered me. I say, how you want to take with UCC law the sovereigns down? And she say, yeah, you have to trust, you have to wait, and the thing will come, and for the disclosure will come, we will announce, and we will take the Pope down, we will take the Queen down. And I was like, hey guys, calm down. It is impossible with UCC law. You cannot take this kind of people down. That is impossible. In the law today, you cannot be everybody in UCC law. And what they are saying is that we are coming back to common law. But what is happening between? You know what I mean? We give everything away to like the lowest law where you can defend yourself, and then we make full disclosure what is not possible with that UCC law, and then we go back to common law. But no, because the ones who own that all that trust is not the people. It will be somebody who is on sovereign state, and that is all what is happening also in America now with that underground tunnels, that huge building, and that all that stuff. They are preparing for something. It's obvious they are preparing for something. And now who play really what kind of game? Even the Freemasons. We don't really know what is really going on. But I think the conspiracy is way bigger than just like on Earth some guys who just manipulate some other guys. I don't think it's that. It is more for me. It's more a question of energy floating, and you can go down or you can go up, and that is you to how to choose. But you can go very deep and you can go very up. I think that is a little bit what is happening.
And then you go down and back around, because history repeats itself over and over and over again. And I think that I'm really concerned of people who propose solutions. Ironically speaking, you know, like I'm less concerned about people who are exposing the problems than I am about the people who are proposing solutions, because that's how the New World Order actually works. It creates a problem, then through people's reaction to said problem, they then propose a solution, which obviously, usually, universally benefits them and only them. That is why I'm very concerned about it. Doesn't mean I don't want solutions. It just means that I'm not willing to follow anybody who's proposing them to a large degree. We'll be right back after the break.